Oh my goodness. Okay. So this is what happens.
Yeah, I eat straight ground beef. This stuff's delicious.
Oh, Luke, I'm too tired to do water changes. It's so hard for me to find the motivation to go and do water changes. I just want to lay in bed. Get up out of bed and do your water changes, okay? One time I got an email and they're like, it's really hard for me to find the motivation to do water changes. I just hate them. I don't want to do them. And like, can I just not do them? Is there anything I can do? Like, how do you find the motivation to do water changes? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, how do I find the motivation to do water changes? Do you go around to parents asking them, I hate feeding my kids. It's so much work to make the food and to feed them. How do you find the motivation to feed your children? What do you mean motivation? You don't need motivation. It's a basic act of care, all right? When you become a pet owner, you don't be like, I gotta find the motivation to care for my pet. No. You get up and you do it. Get up out of bed and do your water changes. And today, that's what we're doing, okay? Also, look, the 120-gallon tank. Look at the size of this thing. So I built the stand. If you watch my last video, I built the stand. Now I gotta get something in here. Let me know what the heck I should put in this tank. It's like in the middle of the room, all your eyes are drawn towards it. It's just gonna be there. It's gotta be something beautiful. We gotta get something beautiful in this tank. Oh, look what we have here, a wonderful little fire hazard. So why don't we just unplug our dehumidifiers so we have a little bit less background noise for the video. Goldfish breeding update. Mr. Clean has begun to multiply. Ready, set, multiply. No, I'm joking. But we're trying to breed these goldfish here. All right, so we got Mr. Clean right there. We got skinny little carrot dude over there. We got Betsy right here with the big red top. We got Stacy, who maybe she's getting some eggs. She's getting a little wide in the hips. Stacy's getting a little wide in the hips. She might be growing some eggs in there. You got some eggs in that belly of yours? We also got Millie Bobby Goldfish the second. There is no first, only Millie Bobby Goldfish the second. And of course we got Code Man. Look at this Code Man over here. And then Jigglypuff. Look at this jiggly fish. He is the jiggliest goldfish I've ever had. Look at that fatso. Okay, let me grab the hose right here. We open this valve. We open this valve. We open this valve. And we open this valve. And we take our hand that's dripping wet and we go into a circuit that's, again, close to being overloaded. And we plug it in. And would you look at that? We are now draining the tank. Oh my goodness! Okay, so this is what happens. This is what happens when you forget to close that valve. No wonder the pressure was so low. Oh my gosh. You know how many times I've done this? All right, now, okay, that pressure is greater now. I was wondering why the pressure was so low. It's because it was going to that tank and that valve was open. That valve was open. Okay. Dude, I am not in the mood to clean this up right now. This is like my second time doing this. Some of you might be wondering about this tank here. What is this tank? How can I just eternally dump stuff into this tank? Well, when I dump stuff in this tank, we got this little level controller thing here. You see this little buoy? And when that thing goes up high enough, the pump turns on and goes boom, out and far away from the house. Let's get down to business to defeat the odds. Also, you may be wondering, what's with the light? Why is there a nice bright light illuminating this tank of the large fatsos, but the smaller fatsos don't get a light? The smaller fatsos are still in the dark. Come here. Tubby Tobey. Tubby Tobey. Everybody, don't forget to pre-order your Tubby Tobey plushie. Right, little boy? Right, little buddy? He's saying pre-order. Pre-order the Tubby Tobey plushie. Anyway, my phone ran out of storage, but back to what I was saying. Why is the light on this tank and on the other tanks? Well, I'm trying to get these guys to breed. So if I have brighter lights on for longer during the day, that's again gonna make them think, oh, it's springtime, summertime, whatever. Light is associated with breeding and the warmer seasons. So having more light in here is gonna be another thing to help them to breed. I do wanna get some plants in here pretty soon. but you know, I'm still working on that. I got the temperature up at 80, I got the lights on, and I'm feeding them a lot, and I'm feeding them a large variety of food. Hey there, buddies. Who wants some pellets? Mr. Clean is awake. There you go. A little bit for y'all. Look at them go. That one right there, I really like the coloration of that one. Just like the red and white, mostly red head and a little bit of red on the body, red fins, but white body mostly. I don't know. That one is absolutely beautiful. And these fellas. Look at them. All so precious. Also, Howard, Num Nums, and Bean are two surviving members of the Red Caps. They're actually doing very good. You know, I'm feeding them a lot. I really just want them to gain weight, and it really does look like they're beginning to grow. It really looks like they're beginning to grow. I'm not sure if their wens have grown at all. Like they are supposed to, you know, grow that red cap, but I can see that their bellies have gotten just a little bit more full. The other ones seem to get very, very skinny bellies, and they just puttered out, and then they died. But Num Nums and Taco seem to be doing good. Do I remember which one's Num Nums and which one's Taco? No, I do not. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of these guys look, you know, very, very similar. So once they get older, I'll probably choose. But for now, they're a crew. They're Num Nums and Taco. Okay, I've turned on the pumps here, and now we're filling up these two tanks while those two. Are you okay, bro? Okay, never mind. He's all good. As I was saying, I turned on a bunch of the pumps here, so now we're putting in new aged water into these two tubs while this one's draining. I still have not set up my massive combined draining system to drain them all at once because I need to get a special adapter. I need to buy a special adapter to put on the pump so it can suck the water and it can go to the 3/4 inch PVC pipe. And we can't forget to feed these guys right here. So these orange commons are really going big. So I have officially decided that I am going to be naming, you know, one of these Zorro and one of these Taco. Because originally we had like Zorro, Taco, Num Nums, and Bean over here. But we only got Bean and Num Nums now. So these guys were not named. So I'm thinking I'm gonna name the smaller one Zorro and this guy's Taco. So all the pet store fish are named now. We got Jack and Jill, we got Zorro and Taco, and we got Num Nums and Bean. How many more of these guys will die? I don't know. I did not think it would be this hard to keep pet store fish alive, but you know, apparently they just like to die. But the dehumidifiers have been off for like 30 minutes maybe, and I'm already starting to get a little sweaty. I kind of want to see if I turned both of those dehumidifiers off for like 24 hours, how humid would it get in here? We're already at almost 60%, 59% humidity, and that's like 10% up with them being shut off for half an hour. If I turn them off for 24 hours, it would be a jungle in here. You know what I should do? I should turn them off for 24 hours, see how humid it gets, and then work out down here and see how much I sweat. You gotta sing, you children, sing, you children, sing, only know one thing, hey, 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 sing, you children, sing, you children, sing your troubles away. The humidity is climbing just for the sake of less background noise in my video. But, well, we'll turn them on soon. We'll turn them on again soon. Also, it's not a priority, but I definitely do want to get lights on top of all the tanks. So eventually I am going to switch these out for like more 75-gallon tanks. And I would like to have some sort of light kind of going all over them. I'm not sure, like, do I put an individual light over every single tank? Or do I get some sort of strip light that I just kind of put underneath it and it goes to all of them and kind of suspend it on top as well? So I gotta find a way to light up all these tanks that's, you know, not gonna cost me an arm and a leg trying to buy a light for every single one, and then also having to plug all those lights in. That's gonna be difficult. I would like to light up all these ones as well. Maybe some light in the back here that just kind of shines down on each of them. I'm not sure. There's definitely some work to do here. Okay, we got clean water for all the little fat nuggets. So all these 3 tanks here have all clean water. Now what's that loud noise? What's that super loud noise? That's the water from the well going up. Not that way. this way, and now it's filling up the aged water tubs again. All of our aged water's now filled up. All of our little fatsos are doing great. I gotta go eat some ground beef real quick, and then I gotta go to Bible study. Let's go to Bible study.
Christmas time is here. Yeah, I eat straight ground beef. The stuff's delicious.
What's that? It's raining, but it's sunny? We're living in the Matrix, guys. It's raining and it's sunny.